We've heard there's
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Raw Wilson coming at you raw. This video is going to be about two topics I want to talk on: Columbus Nova acquiring Sony Online Entertainment, and also Uncharted 4. Naughty Dog having a little trouble with getting that game to run at 60 frames per second. Trouble in Paradise Sony? But let's get serious though. At the end of the day, both of these are alarming news for the people behind Sony or the PS4. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be too much reason to panic. Because let me say this: the first topic, Columbus Nova acquiring Sony Online Entertainment. What that really says to me is that H1Z1, PlanetSide 2, EverQuest, all these games that was from Sony Online Entertainment, also DC Universe, we may see them become multi-platform as far as, you know, not PlayStation and PC only. Talking about Xbox One. Sony losing titles like DC Universe and PlanetSide 2 and EverQuest, that's big, but not too big. But it's a big loss, and let me tell you why. Because console gamers, okay, they're not gonna play on PC. Console gamers, they probably have a PC there, but they're gonna mostly play on console. Hence, console gamer. Them losing those multi-platform titles really does hurt them in the sense that now the console gamers on Xbox side don't need to play or buy a PS4 to play those games. Now, is DC Universe, is EverQuest, is PlanetSide 2, is H1Z1 games that you must buy a PS4 for if you're a console gamer? Not really. At the end of the day, they're just bonuses. So that's another side to the spectrum. Like, since they're not must own or must play, they're must play, but they're not must own, right? Like they're like really, you can live without playing them. But Sony losing Sony Online Entertainment, it's a big loss, no matter how you look at it. They got money from it, selling it, whatever, and it sucks that they're losing console exclusives. But let me say this: it's also good. This is why I think it's good. Now they can pay attention to other things instead of paying attention to Sony Online Entertainment. They can pay attention to the console market and maybe other endeavors, like how they're doing with the partnerships with other developers and other outlets. So, you know, one less thing to worry about if you try to put it in simple terms. So the Columbus deal has a positive and a negative to it, and yeah, that's what I feel about the whole SOE getting sold off to Columbus Nova. Now, switching gears to Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is having trouble with getting Uncharted 4 to run at 60 frames per second. And let me say this: Uncharted 4 is going to be the game after The Last of Us Remastered. The reason I didn't say just straight up The Last of Us, because The Last of Us Remastered came after The Last of Us. And let me say that game runs at 60 frames per second. And Naughty Dog went on record saying that every game after The Last of Us Remastered will be in 60 frames per second, but now they're kind of backtracking. And I'm going to link both of these articles, the Columbus Nova acquiring Sony Online Entertainment, and also Naughty Dog just straight up saying it's going to be really effing hard to get Uncharted 4 to run at 60. They're having trouble. They're backtracking. If you was hoping that every Naughty Dog title would be at 60 on the PS4, I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be the case. And I made a video saying that these consoles are outdated. The PS4 is not strong enough to do every single game at 60. If it is, the developers need more time. Right now, it's not going to push forth 60 like it's nothing. It's stronger than the PS3, yeah, but it's not going to push out 60 like it's nothing. So Uncharted 4, if it ends up running at 60, then Naughty Dog, you balls diggity. you did some hardcore developing. But if you don't hit 60, let me say this: deal with it, everyone. These consoles are $400. They're not they're not these top tier PCs that can run those Uncharted 4 graphics and at 60. You know, you can't get a $400 PC pushing forth those Uncharted graphics and that 60 smoothly. And correct me if I'm wrong, PC elitists out there. But like I said, these consoles, they're $400, and if you're hoping for a top tier PC, sorry, you know, deal with it. If it's not 60, deal with it. It just better be a good game. But really though, is there trouble in Paradise, Sony? Look, I hope not. Rate, comment, and subscribe, everybody. That's all I got. This has been Raw, coming at you raw. Pieces.
Fuck me. I'm fucking...